I'm here to talk to you about the democracy hit list, and it is very much like it sounds. We are out to take out politicians from their seats. We're going to use democracy, we're going to use votes to remove these corrupt rats. Here's our position. We don't have anybody left for us. We don't have a judicial branch that's looking out for us. We don't have the Senate. We don't have the Congress. The politicians and the open corruption is ridiculous. And corruption doesn't have to be illegal. This is the problem. Those politicians are the lawmakers, right? They write the laws. Well, a lot of things that we want with healthcare and, regulation of the banking system and all these other things take the changes in laws. You can't have changes in laws when the people who make the laws are the ones who are benefiting from the corrupt laws. That's the position we're in now. Okay, so these two parties, they're the same thing. And it's the media who's owned by the same corporations who are paying out the politicians to get their favor, are pitting us against one another. There's Democrat and liberal and Republican and conservative, and oh my God, if my guy doesn't win, it's the apocalypse. It's the apocalypse. Every 4 years, it's the apocalypse is coming. We've had both parties over and over again. We are fine. Well, we're in a downward spiral, but everything didn't blow up at once. Why do we keep playing with these two parties? Here's an action. This is a direct action. The democracy hit list is to focus our votes. In the short term, we have 4 months to the elections, and this has not even been activated for a week, and we need thousands, millions of people likes the Twitter account, Gmail, Facebook, YouTube. And the reason for that is we need to overcome a certain level of apathy. A lot of Americans just have a lot of apathy. They don't want to vote anymore. A lot of people are refusing to vote to protest. I mean, my God. We have one way of starting to knock out, and that's knock out the people who have the ability to change the laws. Nothing else. Protesting at a bank, holding signs, chanting, sending silly pictures, all serves a purpose, but it doesn't directly change anything. Removing those politicians by the vote, by very specific laser pop, 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 we can remove each of those corrupt politicians from their political seats. That's why it's called a hit list. In the long term, we'll have a website, and we can select what third-party candidates we like. It doesn't matter. This is a non-partisan group. We're not the Green Party. We're not the Libertarians. We're not Democrats, and we're not Republicans. We will select through the poll system, and the polls based on when there's a primary and deadline. Those politicians are who we concentrate on, regardless of their party, because they are the best people with the best ideas. They are the intelligent people, and forget the team stuff. Okay, we're not the NFL, the NHL. We are not baseball. Okay, enough with the teams. We need bipartisan, and we need a system and a single website. We know that when this politician won on a poll, won everywhere, because it's a single site that everyone visits, no oversight. All the third parties control it, and if any of the third parties break the rules, they no longer are able to participate. It's regulated by all the third parties that participate with candidates. That way, no single person can become corrupt, and no single party. And it's a third party thing, but that's a long term. This time, we just need to make a statement. We need to bust people out of their apathy. We need to motivate people, and we need to say, for now, because we only have 4 months, let's just go after the presidency and bring in a third-party candidate. At the moment, Jill Stein looks the strongest that doesn't have ties to being a Democrat or a Republican, because breaking the duopoly is the first priority. One day, one event. All I ask you to do is share this. Get as many people you can to join this and say, you know what, we're not playing this game. We know things will get worse, and they're either going to get worse slower or quicker. But either way, with these two parties, it's going to get worse. You can't give me any evidence where things have got better. And what we need to do is say, all right, this is our first step. Let's really make a show. We may not win. That's fine. If we get hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people in this, more people are more likely to join us in the next election cycle in 2014. We can go after the Senate and Congress, and we can really start to overturn and get these two parties out. And this is the first video of this kind, but that's what we're up to. And please comment. I'll read all of that, and please join the social networks and show people that people like this idea, they're joining on, and please spread it around. Let's get this going. Once this is done and got real momentum, I'll step out once it's got a life of its own. I'm not doing this for me. Alright guys, good night and good luck.